Mickey Dickey here, and just giving you my end of the month, end of the quarter, half year update on what's going on in the marketplace. So just to recap, and I've got my handy dandy spreadsheet here for you. And the NASDAQ ended up the first half of the year up 31.73%. For the month, up 6.59%. The S&P is up 15.91%, 6.47% for the month. And for the year to date, 3.8% for the Dow, 4.56% for the month. Now, what's interesting about this, as we've talked about since the beginning of the year, is the convergence that we're continuing to see. And this is even getting smaller, and this is converging as well. So as we continue to get closer to the Dow and the S&P getting back to their all-time highs, the NASDAQ is catching up. And that's what we've all wanted to see from the beginning, is to make sure that happened. And I don't necessarily see a change in that going forward. This particular week is going to be a very slow week in the scheme of things, because you've got a partial day on Monday, you've got Tuesday is 4th of July, then you've got really only 3 trading days for the rest of the week. So I don't expect a whole lot to go on this particular week. And then the following week is the CPI. Now, you've got a couple of small things that are going to happen this week. You're going to have some data coming out from employment, which is probably going to be hotter than expected. But as we've talked about, it's not a bad thing. I don't care what the news is going to say. I don't care if the market completely sells off. It doesn't matter. Having good employment is a good thing, because what's going to happen, even if they sell off this week, next week when the CPI comes out, it's going to go back up for a period of time. Like I said, in my opinion, the Fed has already gone too far, and the narrative is going to change. I don't know when it's going to change. I don't know if it's next week. I don't know if it's going to be the following week. I don't know if it's going to wait till August. But I promise you, at some point here, the market is going to change. The rhetoric is going to change to the fact that now the Fed has gone too far, and it's going to probably sell off with that. Depending on how you want to play, that's my opinion of what's going to happen. So going forward, this week should be not a whole lot going on. Next week should be, in my opinion, a good week. Now, whether the market responds to it or not, I don't know. As most of you have heard, and I talk about all the time, it doesn't matter what I think or what the data suggests. It depends on how the market reacts to it. I think a CPI, the most recent numbers I'm hearing are 3.2%, which is down from 4%, which at 3.2, even if he's trying to get down to 2, I just don't see it being a major issue. But that's just me. So again, there's not a whole lot else going on this week. There's not any stocks that I'm looking at or even looking for trends. I'll give an update this coming Friday on the 7th for an idea of what I'm looking for the following week. But this particular week of the 4th of July, not a whole lot going on. So I don't have a lot to say, but I wanted to give an update on where the market was and where things were going. That's my 2 cents worth. Again, talk to your financial advisor. Make sure your portfolio is where you need it to be so that you can retire when you want to retire and how you want to retire. Dickey out.